welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be recapping and reviewing episodes 7 and 8 of BGC All-Star Battle Season 2. But before I get too into it though, I would like for y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content that you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. Now let's go ahead and get into this throwback review of All-Star Battle. Alright, so in episode 7, before the challenge, we see that the house is still divided. Tiana says that Rocky will take her all the way to the end. And the old gold team thinks that the red team is stupid for keeping Rocky around. I absolutely agree. Because right before or right after everybody gets on their own teams, it's important then to start taking out those strong people. You don't want to keep the strong people around to the very, very end because you might not be able to beat them in order to get them out. But on the other hand, so far, Rocky has proven herself to be a loyal person in her alliance. So it might have been smart to keep her around because she actually is loyal in keeping the people that she cares about around in the game. The challenge for this episode is kind of like a triathlon, but like with more events. So the first one is twerking, there's a luggage toss, a velvet rope hurdle, stiletto standoff, and then making it rain cash collection. So in these challenges, Rocky wins the twerk off with no ass. Rocky wins the luggage toss. Rocky wins the velvet rope hurdle. Sarah wins the stiletto standoff. But Rocky also wins the Make It Rain collection, making Rocky the overall winner for the triathlon, with Elise right on her heels after every single challenge. After the challenge, Gold Team is already packed up because they know that Rocky won. Her and the red team are still close, so they know that one of them is going to go home. Now, Tiana wants Rocky to put Elise up, but Shelly wants all the red team to stick together. This is when Rocky says that she only trusts herself, and that upsets Shelly. I feel like Rocky was like kind of talking like in general, like I really don't trust nobody, I just trust myself. But if you are in alliance with somebody and you say something like that, you couldn't expect for the other person to get mad because like, what you talking about? So you don't trust me now? Later that day, Tiana asked Elise who she would have put up if she was the one that won the competition. And dumbass Elise says someone from the red team and someone from the gold team. Elise, these bitches are not your friends, bitch. I don't know how often she talked to Tiana, but on the show, it's never. Tiana was just cussing her ass out the other episode. Elise is she's not that smart. Elise is one of those people who just wants to be liked by everybody, and it shows. So, of course, you know, Tiana goes right behind Elise's back and tells Rocky that Elise was going to flip on the red team and nominate one of us. Look at this early 2000s, mid-2000s fashions, bro. I would never wear a purple bra to the club as my top. Couldn't be me. So at the club, usually I don't recap what happens at the club, but this time it's important. At the club, Nancy, Sarah, and Tiana get chosen by some guys to dance for them, and they're throwing money on them. Could never be me. Nancy then sees Rocky picking up their money and stashing it. This causes Nancy to spaz out on Rocky, saying, "Put my money back. You ain't work for this money. It's my money." And Rocky is like, "Girl, you can have the money. Like, it's nothing." And everybody was looking at Nancy crazy because she's arguing with Rocky, and Rocky is the one that's in charge of eliminations. I agree to an extent, but at the same time, if I'm over here degrading myself for money and you ain't do nothing for it, bitch, put my money down. Of course, after the club, Rocky is now considering putting Nancy up for elimination. Now, Megan knows that her and Rocky aren't on the best of terms. Rocky put Megan up for nomination last season. Megan put Rocky up a couple episodes ago, last episode. And now she is afraid that Rocky is going to try to retaliate and put her up for elimination again. So this is when Megan makes a deal with Rocky, stating that the next time she's in power, she won't nominate Rocky. So for nominations, Rocky chooses to nominate Elise and Nancy. Now, Elise is going around the house, basically trying to see how many numbers that she has on her side, and Megan lets Elise know that she's not going to vote for her to go home. Elise then goes to Shelly, and then they kind of talk about their relationship with Rocky, And Shelly admits that she doesn't trust Rocky. So now we see the breakdown in the original Red Team alliance. Now it's time for eliminations. And y'all all know before elimination starts, each girl gets to basically plead their case as to why they need to stay. Elise is kind of feeling a little bit shaky. I don't think that she thinks she's going to be around after tonight. So she tells all the other girls that they might as well hand Rocky the money because they're doing nothing but riding her coattails. Nancy's message is how she's been playing a fair and clean game and she deserves to stay. Now, while voting, we see that Rocky actually votes to send Elise home because Elise is her biggest direct competition. And I low-key agree. Elise is kind of like the black horse. She's kind of like meek, meager, quiet, but she low-key is athletic. Like, she was second place in the triathlon, and she's actually been winning challenges aside from all the other girls in the house that kind of just floating by. And this is the very first time with a unanimous vote that Elise is the one voted out of the house. I was like, how is it an unanimous vote, and Megan said that she was going to vote to keep Elise around? Some fake ass bitches. Elise's goodbye message is to make sure you keep your eyes on the prize. That wraps up episode 7. Don't forget, if you are enjoying my commentary, please hit the subscribe button to stick around for more throwback reviews. Speaking of throwback reviews, this content is not being searched, y'all. So y'all have to run up the likes in the comments in the algorithm. That way people can get word of these throwback reviews for All-Star Battle. Now let's go ahead and get into episode 8. In the morning, Shelly talks to Sarah about how she relies on her alliance every time she's in a challenge and she feels like she's not doing well or she won't be able to complete it. And on the other hand, Tiana is talking about how she's feeling down because she hasn't won a challenge because she freaking sucks. But every time she does a challenge, she tries to keep her brother in mind as motivation. Now note, she's telling all this information about her brother and her motivation and actually wanting to win a challenge. She's telling all this information to Rocky. Now, the challenge of this episode is entitled The Price of Beauty. Now, the girls have to eat different types of nasty things. They have to complete different nasty, disgusting tasks in order to win pieces of their after pictures in order to cover up their before pictures. Now, Rocky and Tiana are powering through some of these challenges. Meanwhile, Shelly isn't even trying because don't forget, she feels like she can rely on her alliance. Now, instead, she goes and cheers on Rocky and she's like, good job, Rocky. You got this. You got this. And in Rocky's confessional, she's like, Shelly, bye. I don't need you motivating me. I've been doing all this on my own. How about you go try and win the challenge? Or are you feeling safe? Now, at the end of the challenge, Rocky wins, of course, and Megan says that she has gained a new respect for Rocky, and Rocky has lost respect for Shelly. After the challenge, Tiana goes and cries because she realizes that she actually sucks at everything. But in all seriousness, the sad part about it is she's feeling like she's letting her brothers down. And even though I don't like Tiana, y'all, it touched my heart a little bit. Yes, I have one of those. Now, Valentina is nervous, and Megan thinks that the others are just riding Rocky's coattails because, let's be honest, they are. They suck, and they never won a challenge. Rocky's the only one winning challenges, and Rocky's the only one keeping them around. Ew, y'all. Look at Megan. She's smoking a square. Get the fuck out of here. But she wants one of Rocky's friends to seem shady so that they can go up instead of her and Valentina. Now, Rocky thinks that Megan is sneaky, but she thinks that Valentina is strong and more of a competitor. So right now, Rocky doesn't really know who she wants to put up for nominations. Now, Rocky tells Shelly to her face, y'all. And I was like, okay, Rocky, you real ass bitch. Rocky tells Shelly to her face that it's not fair that she didn't try in today's challenge and other people did. This makes Shelly a little bit nervous that she might be put up for nominations as well. At the club tonight, Rocky says that she wants to remain sober. That way she can observe people and see their actual character. And that night she noticed how Shelly and Megan are actually getting close. could Megan's plan be working all along? She also notices that Valentina is getting super drunk and acting super weird. So it's time for nominations, and Rocky decides that she's going to nominate Megan and Valentina because they are her biggest competition. Even though she doesn't respect Shelly, Shelly's not competition, she really just big. You know what I'm saying? Megan and Valentina will actually put forth an effort. Shelly might just give up and let her win. Now, elimination time. Ray J asked Tiana, what does she owe to the people that got her this far in the game? Production wanted to know this question. And Tiana says, oh, I don't feel like I owe anyone anything. I worked hard to be here. And Rocky kind of gives her like a side eye because, bitch, you owe me. Me, that's who you should have said, me, Rocky. Now, Valentina is up there and she's crying, child. Y'all know we can't understand Valentina when she cries. I just want to say that. Girl, shut up. I could not stand Valentina when she cried and when she screamed. You can't understand nothing that she's saying. Now, when it comes down to it, it's basically brains versus bronze. Megan is more of a mental competitor, and Valentina is more of a physical competitor. But in the end, the group decides that they want to eliminate Valentina. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more throwback retro BGC reviews. It's almost the summertime, y'all, so I'm going to really be coming with a lot of reality throwback and movie throwback reviews as well. Be sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my content and drop a comment down below. Were the other girls really relying on Rocky during the season? Absolutely. Is Rocky dumb for keeping them around? Not really, because they really are no competition. But here's the tea. Just last episode, like last review, Rocky was talking about Megan, how she's weak for wanting to keep weak people around. And Rocky's doing the same thing. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you so much for tuning into this review. Next review over All-Star Battle will be the season finale, so stay tuned for that. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.